Tackling word problems. When we approach word problems, it's really important to have a plan to make sure you don't make any silly mistakes. So, pick up your rucksack and we're ready to go. So, why do we need a rucksack? Well, this is going to help us with the word problems. RUCSAC. R stands for read. Read the question carefully and then read it again. U stands for underline. We need to make sure that we underline the important information. C stands for calculation. What calculation do you think you need to do? Is it an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication, a division, and so on? S stands for solve. So make sure you follow all the steps and solve the calculation. A stands for answer. Have you done what the question has actually asked you to do? And C, the final letter in our rucksack, stands for check. So have you checked your answer? Perhaps you can use the inverse calculation to see if your answer is correct. So we always use our rucksack for word problems. RUCSAC, read, underline, calculation, solve, answer, check. Let's try a word problem using rucksack. Faris goes to the shop with 90p. He buys a chocolate bar costing 47p. How much change does he get? So let's think of rucksack, and we're going to start with the letter R, which stands for read. So we're going to read the question again. Faris goes to the shop with 90p. He buys a chocolate bar costing 47p. How much change does he get? Then U. U stands for underline. So we're going to underline the important information here. So Faris goes to the shop with 90p. Well, that 90p is going to be important for me. He buys a chocolate bar costing 47p. Well, it doesn't really matter what he's buying, but how much it costs is important. So 47p. How much change does he get? Well, the clue here is the change, because that's going to help us work out what kind of question we're solving here. C is for calculation. We need to choose what kind of calculation we need to work out here. Now, it says he's going to the shop, he's buying something. We're thinking about change, so we know that's going to be a subtraction. It's going to be how much money does he get back, so the difference between the price he paid for the chocolate bar and the amount of money he has. So it's going to be a subtraction. S is for solve, so we need to actually solve this question. So we're going to solve 90, take away 47, and how you do that is up to you. You might want to do column subtraction, you might want to use a number line. I'm going to use a number line. So I'm going to start with my smallest number here, 47, and then I want to count up until I get to 90. So from 47 I'm going to go to the next 10, which is 50. And from 47 to 50, that was 3. And then from 50, well, I can jump straight to 90, can't I? And I jumped 40. So in total, I've jumped 40 and I've jumped 3. So my answer, I think, is 43. A is for answer. So does my answer make sense? Does this look like a sensible answer I've given? Well, I was doing subtraction. My answer is smaller than what I started with, so that's sensible. And I know that roughly, if I had 40 and 40, that's going to make 80, so it's in the right ballpark. And then C is for check. I need to check my answer. Now, it's no good when I check just looking at what I've done. That's not going to help me. I need to do another calculation to check. And often a really good calculation to do is the inverse, the opposite. So let's do the opposite of 90 subtract 47, which is 43. So the inverse of subtraction is addition. So what I can do here, if I do 47 add 43, that's the inverse, and I should get 90 as my answer. Let's have a look. 7 plus 3 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus the 1 is 9. Yes, my inverse has shown me that my answer is correct. Now it's your turn to try one using RUCSAC. So I'm going to give you the question. You can pause the video and use RUCSAC to solve it. So here's your question. Remember to use each stage of RUCSAC and then we'll see how you got on with your answer. How did you do? Hopefully you did the calculation 13 times 9 and you got the answer 117. Well done. So remember, every time you come across a word problem, remember to pick up your rucksack.